This is my first retreat that I went on in my life, and my expectations, I don't know if necessarily they were like high. I was very nervous at first. I didn't know what to expect. Should I prepare a certain way? But my fears were also, this sounds funny, but not being really accepted, because I've never really had like a singles group that I went to every single week that was as good as this one.
I didn't know what a retreat was, so I actually grew up Hindu and I converted recently, so I've never gone on a retreat before. I actually had to go look it up and see what retreat meant, and I found out that it's, getting away from your daily lives, going with other Christians, and just having a time just to pray together.
I was really blessed by the people who, organized the retreat and did all the logistical aspects to the retreat. Those were my peers. I was really blessed by that. Everything went so smoothly, and I've never been to a retreat center that is so beautiful and so it was amazing. It really was like a resort, and normally I'm used to like sleeping on the floor in a sleeping bag in like a hut or cabin.
I felt like God was really speaking to us there because it was so beautiful. The lake, even the hotels that we stayed at, I felt like God was working in His way every single step we went through. When you go into a retreat it's so kind of like a boring landscape, you don't really get to see God's work. And I felt like, even praying inside those rooms, I can feel God around us.
I enjoyed the fellowship. It was really good. Also, when we got into small groups, it was just I was actually humbled myself of seeing people going through the same situations I'm going through.
I felt Brian's messages were very convicting, and the worship time was very intimate, but I really liked the games too.
Christian community, for me personally, is very important. I think just naturally, I will shy away from people. When there's chaos or when things are just kind of going crazy in my life, I don't want to pull people into that chaos. I just want to deal with it myself and kind of come back to the group when everything's resolved. But in the Christian community, there's so much beauty in being transparent and being open with one another, and we're not meant to go through chaos alone, and we need that. We are spiritual beings.
It's important to me to have a community that you can surround yourself with, people and family, that allows you that if you're walking off the path, that they'll hold you accountable.
Growing up, I was part of a Christian church, but I didn't feel like a connection to the fellowship. We just came and then we left, and then we had people to talk to. But when you have people who come with struggles and trials just as you feel accepted. And also going through every single day of your life, work, school, you don't relate to people. But when you have Christian people, you relate to them and they bring you closer to God. I feel like that's the backbone of, a relationship to God, is having people there to stand with you, like an army of Christ.
When you're around other Christians, you're more motivated to pray together and follow God and focus on the Bible and other verses.
I'm really grateful for this time away with our singles group because it helped remind me of the value of community and connection with one another.